Greenwillow Books, an imprint of HarperCollins Publishers, and Harper Audio present At Home in a Faraway Place by Lynne Rae Perkins. Performed by Stacy Gonzalez. A note before we begin. Don't forget to download the accompanying enhancement PDF from your audiobook provider. It contains a glossary of the Spanish words that Lizzie learned. I would like to thank Dr. Judith M. Maxwell, Ixcuanil, of Tulane University, for her kind assistance with the cachiquel phrase. Para Flori y María, con abrazos y agradecimientos y flores. For Flori and María, with hugs and thanks and flowers. 1. Uno. We went to a faraway place, in a different part of the world. We went there to see Raúl, my dad's old friend from high school. My grandma came with us because she knows Raúl too, and because she likes adventures. She is an adventurer. It was a part of the world where most people speak Spanish. There are some kids in my school who know how to speak Spanish, but I haven't learned how yet. I asked my dad if he thought I could learn it on our trip. We're only going for 2 weeks, he said. But you can get started. What do you know so far? Not very much, I told him. It was true, I only knew a couple of words. Not enough to talk with someone. Well, I'm sure you'll pick up some more, said my dad. I wondered what the place where Raúl lived would be like. My grandma and I looked at some pictures, but she had never been there either. So exciting, she said. Don't you think? Uh-huh, I said. But I was a little bit nervous. It was my first time going so far away. 2. Dos. The faraway place really was far away. We flew on 3 different airplanes to get there. We started early in the morning, and we weren't done flying and sitting in airports until nighttime. We were so tired. We stood outside the airport with crowds of people moving all around us. I wanted there to be no people. I wanted to be asleep. I held on to my grandma while my dad poked at his phone and tried to call Raúl. And then suddenly, Raúl found us, and everyone was hugging and laughing and talking. In Spanish. Even my grandma was talking in Spanish a little bit. Everyone except me. But even I could tell when my dad was introducing me to Raúl. Mucho gusto, said Raúl. It's a pleasure to meet you, Lizzie. Mucho gusto, I said back. It's a pleasure to meet you too. Mucho gusto. It's a pleasure to meet you. It didn't have the same number of words as English. But I said it anyway, and Raúl smiled. And my dad and my grandma smiled. So, I smiled too. 3. Tres. Raúl drove us through the city, full of tall buildings and bright lights and zooming cars and signs that I couldn't read. Then the buildings were lower and farther apart, with a darkness in between them that the lights from our car could barely make a dent in. The roads began to twist and turn. They climbed way, way up, and they dove way, way down, and back up, and back down. So there were very big hills, or even mountains. But we couldn't see them. We couldn't see anything in the pitch black of the night. What was out there? In the front seat, my dad and Raúl talked and talked. Sometimes in English, sometimes in Spanish. I heard my dad say my name sometimes. Blah, 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 Lizzie, blah, blah, blah. I wondered what he was saying. I curled up against Grandma. She put her arm around me. I leaned out of the top part of my seatbelt and melted down onto her lap. Buenas noches.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?